Hey, good morning, folks. Sam Westfall here, Archery in Motion. Archery season in Colorado starts here in less than a week. I'm going up for deer, elk, bear, pronghorn, and turkey tags. Time to fill the freezer. I figured since I'm already getting gear out and getting it ready, might as well pull it out, show it off a quick video on what my pack dump looks like. So everything's spread out across here. We're going to talk about it a little bit. We're going to start with grizzly coolers, 160 quart, 120 quart. Those are filled with Arctic ice tundra blocks. That's what gives me my cooling potential for my food as well as the meat once it goes in there. Also have a layer of cardboard, that way I can get some breathability going once the meat goes into the cooler. Next up, we got the trusted Hoyt RX7 and RX5, both with ABB strings, both with black gold sights, both with Hamskea rests, one with an Epsilon, one with a Trinity Hunter. Cutter stabilizer, and then I shoot the Easton Axis 4 mils with the Annihilator broadheads on them. We'll come back to that. So that's what's going with me. To control those, I'm using a knock-on, knock-to-it release. And then starting in the pack, at least 50 foot worth of 550 cord, some surveyor's tape, so I've got some flagging tape to keep things marked, know where I'm going or where I've come from. Start off my morning with a peak refuel meal, breakfast, and then I end my day with a peak refuel meal dinner. Middle of the day, I go for an MRE because then I don't have to worry about heating up water or cooking anything, warming it up. MRE has everything already built into it. Snackies, I've got a combination of peak refuel, cookie bites, pack up Wilderness Athlete cookie bars, pack out bites, Epic Wagyu steak, beef stick, and or Chomps beef sticks. And then for hydration, I run the Wilderness Athlete or the Peak Refuel hydration mixes. Depends on what flavor I want. From there, in the pack, I've got the rubberized twisties, which are great for just about everything. I run Petzl headlamps, got 2 of them with me just in case a set of battery dies or something goes wonky. Sawyer water filter, even though you see water crystal clear in the streams and in the creeks, doesn't mean it's safe to drink. So make sure you've got some type of filtration with you. I choose Sawyer because I can fill this bag up, screw on the Sawyer filter, real simple and easy, pressurize it, push the water down through the filter, down into my Nalgene bottle or into my Camelback. If you watched the Annihilator sharpening video from the other day, you know that I'm a huge fan of the DMT sharpeners. So in my pack, I also carry 2 sharpeners, one that's a coarse bit sharpening stone, and then one that's an extra fine. So in the event that I throw a broadhead through a grouse while I'm up in the woods, I can go ahead and pull that broadhead off, sharpen it up, and then polish it up on my pants, and that way it's ready to go for when that deer or elk bear walks in front of me. I like a Leatherman wave. Having a multi-tool in your pack is never a bad idea. Lockable carabiner helps to tie stuff up if you need it. Kimlite, for when you do have something down, you're hiking back in the middle of the night to go grab the next load. Having that little bit of Kimlite hanging up is awesome to make sure that you can see where you're going or where you need to go. From a kill kit perspective, I run Black Ovis bags, 6 of them. One's just dedicated for grouse, birds, in case I've got something in, I've dropped something in the morning. The other 5 are dedicated towards bed game. Nitro gloves to make sure my hands stay out of the blood. And then I run the Gerber Vital 3-inch replaceable blade foldable. I got 2 of these. I have had one break, but good lifetime warranty on them. They're great to replace them. And then I carry at least 5 or 6 blades with me just to make sure I've got more than enough blades throughout whatever I run into. Being as we've talked about some sharp things, I carry a container of Quick Clot just in case I do happen to cut myself bad enough where I need it. And then I've also got my first aid kit, which has an emergency kit in it as well. Emergency sleeping bag, emergency poncho, those type of things are in here. I run my phone with Onyx Maps full time, so making sure that I'm tracking waypoints, following my map, going to my different grids. Battery occasionally goes low, so I use a Goal Zero Flip 36 as a phone recharger while I'm up in the woods. And then in case it's got those cold mornings or cold sits, I run the Okupa electric handheld hand warmers. They work great. You can also charge a phone off of those as well. Getting into the Kuiu Pro Bino harness, I've run Vortex Diamondback HD 10x28 binos. I run a Vortex Crossfire 1400 for the rangefinder. And then on all the lenses for the binos, rangefinder, and then my glasses, I run the Blaze anti-fogs. So that way, if temperature changes, whatever the case may be, keeps the fogging off the glass. Combination of Rocky Mountain game calls and Phelps game calls for elk season, making sure I've got a good combination of different sounds and tones. Call that elk in. All this fits within a KUIU 3600 pack. That's what, that plus my whatever clothing that I need to throw on, or coats or whatever, gloves, that type of thing. I've used that pack for a number of years. I've hauled out a full mule deer with it a couple times. I've also taken elk quarters out multiple times with it as well. So that's kind of the quick rundown of what's going in my pack and where it's going for this year. Hopefully that answers questions, but if it doesn't, please feel free to reach out. Happy to answer whatever questions I can. For those of you that are hunting this year, I wish you the best of luck. Please send pics. Let me know how you did. And if you have questions on what I've got or why, reach out. Happy to answer. Have a good day, folks.